Hello, my name is Deepesh and I'm 9 years old. Today we're going to be talking about the nose. The nose is one of the five senses. We shall talk about the anatomy of the nose now. The nose has two holes called nostrils. These are passageways for the air to go into the lungs. It's separated by something called the septum, which is a wall of cartilage. At the really top, between the eyes, there's something called a bridge, which is mostly bone, but the end of it ends in a pointy bit of cartilage. Then, just above the septum is something called a ball. It's really squishy since all of it is just cartilage, and it makes the rounded shape. Then at the really end, to give it the bumpy finishing, there's something called the wings, which are made out of not cartilage nor bone, but fatty tissue, which will stable it and keep it plumped up. You know what I mean? Inside the nostrils, its general term is the nasal passageway. The nasal passage. From here, there's a mucous membrane which lines the whole nasal passage, which creates mucus to prevent all the germs and bacteria and all the stuff like that, all the dust and pollen, from coming into your lungs and irritating it. Also, there's hairs, tiny hairs, which also help to trap the germs. If something comes in and it irritates the nose, it usually gets sneezed out. A sneeze can go up to 100 miles per hour. At the really end of the nasal passage, the septum wall stops, and then you find a space in your head behind your nose called a nasal cavity. On the top is something called the olfactory epithelium, which helps you to smell. Imagine yourself doing your homework really, really hard. Then you smell some fresh homemade cookies and some warm milk, ready to go in and dive and eat. Tuck in. You'll know this even without seeing or feeling or tasting or hearing, by the way, because when the scent, smell molecules from there go all the way up and into your nose. Your olfactory epithelium detects them using special receptor cells. It goes up the olfactory nerve and then into the olfactory bulb and then into the brain. And then the brain knows that there's some cookies waiting there. Then you go downstairs, and while going downstairs you get a blocked nose, which is very weird. And then you eat one of them cookies dipped in the milk, and then you can't taste that much. And you're really wondering why. Well, the answer is taste and smell are closely connected. So, if you got a blocked nose, you're not going to be able to taste that much. So that's why you taste more if you smell more, if your nose is not blocked. And the reason why your nose sometimes gets blocked is you get allergies like allergic rhinitis or hay fever. Both of these, they make the immune system, which is a system present in all the body, really, really, like anything comes in, and they just trap it. But if you got hay fever or allergic rhinitis, it starts to go really, really crazy, and it sneezes a lot and it's dripping out and all the stuff like that. Sometimes you also can't smell a lot. You can't smell a lot because what will happen is there's a problem in your olfactory nerve and it's damaged and it almost prevents you from smelling. You'll need a serious operation for that. Thank you for watching my video and please subscribe. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments below. One quick summary. The nose traps any germs and dust and particles which try to enter the lungs. anything irritating the nose will be sneezed out. The nose's particular function is to warm the air, moisten it to make it more humid, and then filter all the germs out. The nose also helps with smelling. These are the three main functions of the nose. And just remember, it's one of your 5 senses. Bye, my friends!